Here are 3 things that I've learned which help me build my shoulders. Number 1, don't lift too heavy. The shoulders are a small muscle group, and it's easy for your form to break down if you lift too heavy. So you really got to make sure that you're lifting a weight where you can actually focus on that muscle group. Number 2, don't lift too light either. Like when I say lift lighter, I don't mean go to RPE 6 or 7 where you're where you're not lifting close to failure. I still want you to lift as heavy as possible, with the caveat being that you lift as heavy as possible with a weight that you can still maintain a form that focuses on your shoulders, rather than having the form break down and you start using your other muscles. The third thing that's really helped me with my shoulders is utilizing different angles, like not doing the same exact exercise at the same exact position with the same exact angle, but switching it up. For example, instead of doing rear delt flies with the machine, I'll switch over to cables and do rear delt flies. And then even with the rear delt flies with the cable, I might switch up the height of the cables so that the angle that I'm pulling at with my rear delts is different. So, in summary, don't lift too heavy where your form breaks down and you're no longer able to feel the pump in your shoulders. Number 2 is not lifting too light where you're not going close to failure. You still want to have high intensity training when you're training your shoulders. Just because you're lifting a lighter weight relatively to the weights that you would use for your other muscles, say your chest or your legs, you still want to lift as hard and as heavy as possible as you can while maintaining that form that targets those shoulder muscles. And number 3 is utilizing different angles and different machines and different exercise variations